Just as I promised, I'm right back. Kirkwall, the gallows. That's what this is called. It's not the docks, it's the gallows. Meet me at the gallows, Poe. Hey, pal. You like that I bailed your ass out there, kid?
I don't suppose he has the coin you'll need to get in.
He had some ideas.
Did you bring me? Keep me from the gallows,
If it
Poe.
were just up to me, I'd let you through. But there are a lot of eyes watching, a lot of palms that need greasing. My suggestion? Wait for a ship and hope the next city hasn't already closed their doors.
Not of coin, Neandra.
Miran.
So you're Hawk.
Well, I really do want to talk to this guy, so I'm going to have to back out of this one quick.
Talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his arse.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws
Yeah,
with
my head's
us,
way too square.
we mess them up. Makes sense.
That's okay. That's like I said. That's why I have the Black
I
Emporium.
never pictured myself.
I'll
as
go
a
with a different
mercenary.
preset.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
And like I said, you're going to sit there and watch.
You well.
Aren't you happy?
Not to mention your uncle said your sister's a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
Apparently, Uncle Gamlen likes to talk.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
Don't think I'm going with you, Mirren. You're a little bit too shady for
One
me.
of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
I'll find some other way into the city.
Let me know how that works out for you.
I'd rather smuggle things and not directly kill people than directly kill people. Alright, you elven little piece. What you got for me?
Are you a Fenrir?
He must be Gamlen's nephew.
They'll try coming back to you once you're
I don't know what he told you about us.
pretty much on your own.
Great deal
They'll
about you.
they'll sneak their
Didn't
way
say
in.
anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me. You can't
Why does Evelyn object to this one?
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day.
Hey, by the way, all the elves are like barefoot in this one.
Does everyone know about us?
If the circle hasn't descended upon you, it might be
Do I want to be a smuggler or do I want to be a mercenary?
I'd like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Tell me what you need done.
All right.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard. If you can.
Now this is easy. I can talk my way out of this one. I don't have to kill anybody. So. And in this, you get experience points even if you don't kill. Not a big deal. Now then. Ooh. Pardon me. Oh, no wait.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
Your coercion only works if you have high cunning.
We brought
There's
with
no
us.
I feel
coercion
for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
ability in this one.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron,
Your business is done.
But
Yeah, this guy's a real winner, isn't he?
What can I do for you, Sirrah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans.
Nice nose, by the way.
I'm sure
The
you're
nose knows.
over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
I'm sure they'd rather not sell what little they have left.
My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I believe you owe your business partner
Yeah, I
something.
can smooth it out a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Not a problem.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this.
I do put this much
If they're
emphasis on my looks, by the way.
Too cowardly to do it herself.
This has all just been a misunderstanding, hasn't it?
You think so?
I do. Don't you think business partners deserve a return on their investment?
Enough. I'm tired of fighting over this. Here, take the key for the chest. That should be enough to pay that witch. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards.
I charm the pants off everybody, don't you worry. Alright. And I get some gold. This game, too, it seems like in the beginning it's hard to get money, but then once you get money, it's like you wonder how you never had it.
You could have given
So it'll be hard to get the first 50 gold, but once you get past the first 50 gold, the next... It's like anything else. Like when you make your first million, you can then become a billionaire 3 days later. Not a big deal. Alright, we got up another level! Okay, so we're up to level 4 now. Dexterity and cunning. That's what's most important as a rogue. Now, like I said, I also want to build up this subterfuge. I kind of want to look at all the skills. You got the sabotage. Let me see. Scoundrels back to back. This is more stealth. Blindside, right? This is more shadowing shit. But let's work on this for a second. And Bethany always max out the elementals. She always give her constitution and max out the shield and sword. And there we go. Alright. So I'm going to save here. Okay. There you are, Gamlen. I helped you out. It's a lot of coin, Leandra.
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Ethemro and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Then we made it. The voyage is over.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Carver were here with us.
Your mother always tells you there's no time to joke and stuff like that. It's great.
Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
And thus we have begun. Now, it's 6 months later, and
Word arrived from across the sea. that
we've got
the
some
hero
more
Ferelden
shit to
had
do.
defeated the Blight.
One of the other complaints that they had in this game is that the main conflict doesn't really show itself till the end. Which again is not, you know, you have the Quinari coming aboard. They're pretty much a problem for the first 2 acts.
It was a busy year.
But the Mage Templar thing's always there.
Quinari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds
This
of
was when the
soldiers
Quinari
stranded
grew
in the
horns.
city, waiting to return home.
Instead of just having white corn rolls, they had
So when the
horns.
trouble began with the mages. The
Not sure if that
Templars
was the original
were
idea,
very powerful,
but
the Knight Commander
there it
was
is.
but
I remember when I
most
first saw
importantly,
the
that's
trailer
why
and I
Ferelden
saw him fighting the
was
Arishok.
champion.
I was like, who the fuck is this dude with the horns, man? Pretty cool though. I like when people make fantasies and they don't just like they make fantasy role-playing games, but they don't just go with the old Norse dwarves, elves shit. I like when they make up their own species. And the horned Quinari is a new species, so it's good. Do I get a smuggler's armor? Now, for those of you that have never played this game before, when I get to Knight Commander Meredith, you'll find that her voice is very familiar.
No.
If you played Skyrim.
Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No. You're too late. Already done. This is the sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
I'll buy you a drink before we head into the deep
Yeah,
road.
there's Bartran.
Everyone wins.
Get in line.
He's going to be pretty important soon.
Wall wants to be my best friend right now.
Don't you worry.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right?
But, you know, another problem that people had was most of the game is retreading.
Find another meal ticket.
What are we
And so if you go to one spot, then you got to return to it for whatever reason, you know,
the next
that kind of
person
thing.
who tries to sell us out?
And there's Sandal and Bodan over there.
Don't worry, Bethany. I won't let any big bad Templars come get you.
It's not a joke. If the Templars find me, the best I can hope is to be locked away for the rest of my life. If they
Don't worry,
kill
Beth.
me
I'd
outright,
never let anyone harm
we need
your
coin, status,
wondrous
something we can hide behind. As long as we're
beauty
just
and
refugees, we're no one.
innocence.
Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us.
Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable.
I'm just hoping that I can have her and Isabel in a group together, that
Got
they have that conversation that I highlighted in my
might as well ask.
top 10 women I wish were
I
real
don't know what we'll do.
video.
Hey!
Varric.
I knew a guy once.
Gotta
who
love
could take
Varric.
every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone
He looks different in the new game though, Dragon Age Inquisition. I didn't even know it was him. His hair's darker. He just looks different. But the big talk is that they're using the Frostbite 3 engine or whatever it is. So we'll see what that does. I had to admit to myself that Xbox One was necessary. I'm not going to get Xbox One's version of Dragon Age Inquisition because I want to import all these games to it, if I can.
He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize...
However, I am going to need it when Arkham Knight comes out, as I've said before.
However, I'm quite practical.
You're part of Bartran's venture.
That's right.
Yeah, I look way too old.
Roads would normally be my
I gotta clean this up.
allow the head of our family to go down there alone.
And I looked good, it's just I had that fucking goatee and I don't want that.
More than a
Well, now I gotta do it over again.
expedition success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary, you've made
Not to worry.
for yourself over
Very easily done.
the
It'll only
Cobras
take me another
themselves
5 minutes.
smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to
And thanks to the Black Emporium, I can do it as often as I want.
many lips these days.
But I think I'm only one more time. It was like the last time when I played this as Carmine
As well, then.
Hawk.
Only a little.
I think I made myself look pretty much the same and then I changed it, so softened it up.
Frankly, I'd rather you take the credit.
Madam, your
Another thing about Varric is he has a nickname for everybody. Daisy, Sunshine,
We need a way into this expedition.
Red.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner.
Actually, I think he only has it for the women.
Bartran's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 solid.
And not Isabella either.
Refuse.
Him and Isabella really don't
Vouch for you.
hang that much.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split
Even though they're both in the Hanged Man.
Many things.
Hanged Man.
Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tie.
The first thing you always do whenever you're playing Dragon Age of any kind is to go back to your camp. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Black Emporium and change my face. Matt Laterre, you know, we used to get on the multiplayer a lot too, but I can't find any of my friends on the multiplayer anymore. It really bothers me.
I hope there's more to this, like how I'm supposed to get that much coin.
I really want to get all my friends because I got awesome players, and like I said, I had 2 friends with me today, and we finished a platinum multiplayer in 19 minutes. 19 minutes.
Won't be easy, but it's a chance.
Just think about that.
We have to take it.
That's like a minute and a half per wave. Imagine that shit, a minute and a half per wave on a platinum.
To be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I. And before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
Peterbilt.
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble.
I
How can you be sure we'll make
finished
it
a few with him once.
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings.
If I have good players around me, I'm always going to get extractions. It's just the way it is.
Roads are so
Sometimes I'll be able to. The other day, actually yesterday, I was on with 3 people, and we were just ripping shit up. And
What makes you
I kept finishing like dead last. Like I was, you know, I was using the paladin. I got shot down a million times. I used the Krogan warlord for once in a multiplayer instead of on a solo play. And I got killed a lot, and I was finishing dead last. So I said, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let me use my Vortis Sentinel.
sweetheart.
what's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You're expecting a guarantee.
Traveling with the expedition.
Because the Vortis Sentinel, I'm stupid with. Especially if I'm using the Acolyte. I was using the Talon 10. If I use the Acolyte 10, it's just fucking end game.
A lot on faith.
And I used my flamer, I threw my clusterfuck grenades, and
Don't know that I can give you one.
I finished like close third at like 160,000 points.
Questions. How terrible
I'm always going to be
out of the city.
competing against the best with that guy. That's one of my favorites.
Enough that the order
That, the
touch you.
Infiltrator unit is another one I'm pretty good with.
I can't make it sound better than that.
And
Not like I had anything better planned.
pretty much any adept. I'm pretty good with pretty much any adept.
Crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Vanguard, the only one I'm really good with is the Slasher.
She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should
Soldier,
when we get the chance. In the Hangman, maybe.
Vorcha Soldier,
Not with you.
Geth Soldier.
Let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
To lesser extent, the Turian Soldier. All right. Now, we can't do anything with that yet, so we're going to work on the arrows. Alrighty, let's save this shit. So, we got some things to do. I have things to do. And as you can see, already on the map, we have a few little bits. Now, what I always do first is I go here, I sell my shit, like all this. Sell. Sell. I always sell my lyrium and my stamina. Got no junk. And then what I do is I look for the special items. See, like this is a backpack. I need that backpack. So I have to come back to that and get the backpack. These items do not come back to you. So, I'm at the look. So, once you use them, if you don't buy them, then you miss out on them. Just that simple. You have to buy them.
There are few Feraldans of means in Kirkwall. Forgive me.
I'm at the look.
A weaponsmith.
My stock is varied. What all my wares have in
So that backpack, if I don't buy that backpack now, I'm not going to get it. If I go to the next act, it won't be there. Okay, what is Hubert's got a tome. That's very interesting. See, need that, and he's got these potions. I can only buy one, so there's no point in trying to get any of them now. We have Olaf's Armory. He's Olaf, and he likes warm hugs. got this. Always go right here. See that diamond that says other? Always check. See what special items you can get. Here is a rune crafter, and this is one of the things that have I really appreciated this change.
What if it isn't worthy? The
You can
dwarves
buy
will be
runes whenever you
unworthy
want
like me.
from this rune crafter. You just got to find the crafting materials, and once you find them once, you can craft anything that
Still trying to ferret out
anything you
everyone's
need.
business, I see.
Same thing with the potions.
Of course. How else
And
do
I'm
you
gonna
expect a
let you
dwarf
know
to make a
flat out, when you get elf fruit potion is so helpful. I can't even begin to tell you how helpful that thing is.
Don't get dead.
So you can order runes, or rune of protection, and this one doesn't kind of mess around like the other one did with the armor runes. You can get defensive runes easily. Now, if we go back where we came, we'll find Bodan. I like Bodan. There's Bodan. Sure, be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount. I mean, yeah, I was talking to you about how Dragon Age Origins is kind of slow for the first half. This one's kind of slow for the first half hour. After that, it's you're head first into a fucking high-speed freeway. So like this, where I'm getting to know everybody and I'm asking questions and all this shit, this is when it's slow. But once I'm done with all this, it doesn't slow down for a split second.
Just so. I thought all enchanters were mages.
Not at all. The fabled dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts.
So just letting you know.
Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill. But my boy is a natural, a savant beyond compare.
Hello.
I like enchantment.
I'll also show you that part that I had a video of called the Sandal, the First Dwarven Mage.
My son and I have never played it safe, never kept to the tried and true roads. In fact, we have just returned from adventures while accompanying the hero of Ferelden, legendary Grey Warden and vanquisher of the Blight.
So you helped to defeat the Blight?
In our small way,
Da 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 da.
Grey Warden's side, of course. The hero of Ferelden is a fine man. After all his accomplishments, may he find even
I like Bodan.
But surely my past is hardly of interest to the likes of you.
Let's see what you have.
All right.
By all means,
Let's do some
feel free to
shopping.
purchase my wares whenever you wish.
There we go. Okay, now he's got some interesting stuff too. The potions, but nothing special. Okay. And the enchantment apparatus. I like to save the runes for better equipment. Oh. Oh, I think that's the... Right, okay. That's the chantry. That's the Viscount. Right? That's meeting up with Aveline, which I'm going to get to. This is Sebastian. This is the exiled prince.
Sebastian, stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the free marches to hide.
I actually like Sebastian. I think he's a pretty decent character.
No. What happened to my family was
He's especially helpful if you have no rogues in your party. Just walk through somebody. I don't know what's wrong with the hit detection on this game all of a sudden. Yeah, this whole thing is you have to kill a bunch of mercenary groups. good for extra. I really could get to level 26, 27 easily on this one, which is a lot considering I only got to like level 22, 23 on Dragon Age Origins. Because the extra side quests, they really boost up your experience points. Viscount's Keep is actually a pretty interesting spot. There are ancient evil tomes in here. There's a whole bunch of shit. So this is how it goes. You meet people, you walk around, you get all these side quests and main quests, and take care of all of them. Get your experience points. And you also have to look out for stuff like that. Little codex pages.
I don't think I can do that.
The officer.
Seneschal's not talking to you yet.
I can't do that. I don't think I
Nope,
can do that.
got to be at least 20. See that right there? That bottled scar, exalted shit? That's a side quest. What you do is you find out who is looking for that and you give it to them. Takes no more than a few seconds. The Shitty God. Look at all this lore. These codexes. Is that even a word? Codexes? There's always a treasure chest or something around here. No, not this time. There it is. Simple. I like simple. Don't care for lyrium potion. Time to talk to Aveline. My old friend. Came off the boat together from Ferelden.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawk.
That's it.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartram. He's a son of a bitch.
Right, some people might have had a problem with the fact that you can't change the armor. You can only improve the armor of your companions.
Camping on your doorstep.
Me, that made my life a lot simpler. And again, that's more Mass Effect as well. The only time you could change their their armor was if you
The places they have me patrol,
unlocked it or you
I've
bought
got
it.
time.
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated.
I gotta also remember what I
It's like I'm sitting on my hands.
chose.
There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you.
In
Let me know if you want to
dialogue
do a favour for
options.
Kirkwall. Otherwise,
The first
here in
place I'm
the
going
evening,
when I leave this area is
I could use more satisfying work.
the Black
Seems like
Pool.
Kirkwall suits
And then I'm
you.
gonna go back home.
It has been a challenge.
And back in
Lots of
the
opportunity.
homestead,
If you're the type the locals
they
want.
give you a few items that will be very
If you
beneficial
argue enough,
for
kind of
you.
convince yourself.
For
It's been a year settling
you.
in. Are you all right?
I would like it to be beneficial for
I am where
you.
I am.
I was actually thinking of
Unless I hold my memories
singing for all of
to
you
my
on
own
YouTube.
This must be a very different.
But I'll
pace
see.
from
See how
song
comfortable I
to
feel looking at myself
It's
singing.
just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say.
Oh, and the
I barely knew him.
new Yordles is out, so you need to sign up immediately.
Sometimes I wonder.
Immediately. Meaning right now. Sign up to yodels.com right now. YAWTLES.com. Put up some yachts. They're posts. They're posts under specific categories, and then
I'd been away already.
the categories are
Still call it home.
now inspiration,
Sometimes the best thing
comedic,
about a place is that
romance,
it's where you're from.
personal, events, and sports.
All right, Aveline. You something worth doing?
Those are the categories you can yacht under, and people can vote on them. Only one vote per user, and you can vote on people and stuff like that. And I would like to get a lot more people involved because the winners so far are basically out of category.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
These conversations are also a little shorter than the ones that you were used to in Dragon Age Origins. I like the games that when I see I only have about 20 minutes left, I go, ah, shit. As opposed to ones I go, oof, thank God.
I have contacts, and they're complaining.
But now that yodels.com is fully relaunched and everything, it's not really much I have to do. I cleaned up some other stuff on other websites I was working on, and now I'm sort of hanging. I mean, there's some things I got to do on this other site I was working on. So I'm not done with that yet.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I want to do a help page, and I want to do another. I got to finish the other page, and once that's done, then everything will be finished with that site, and it'll be ready to go. I'll just have to keep testing it.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
The only problem is my screen on my computer is so fucking big that it's like almost impossible to gauge where everything is and where it's going to be.
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
Alright, well, we've got Aveline now. Let's go to the Black Emporium. The Black Emporium actually has a couple of things too. So, and here's our map. See, that means we have notes. We have to go here first, but I'm going to go to the Black Emporium first. Just so you know, get used to hearing this. Don't manhandle the urchin. You'll see what I'm saying. It's a very weird place. Okay? It's a weird place. Okay? Look at that. Zenon the Antiquarian. Okay? What the fuck is this? Sitting on this throne. Vessel of Tears. This. Stare into the mirror of transformation. This is how I can redo my look. And I'm going to redo my look. I'm totally changing my appearance. Okay. So, let's change the preset. Actually, this one, nah. This is the one that I want, but the goatee thing is killing me. Let's try this one. Because the nose is pretty right. Just whether or not I can get rid of that beard completely. Okay. All right. Let's go with these eyebrows. Okay. Not bad so far. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can work this one a little bit. Hmm. What's the schnozzle like? Let me see something. I mean, let's get the. Let's, gotta get the schnozzle right. It ain't the schnozzle. I know this is very intriguing to all of you, but I'm gonna get this right. Don't worry. Alright, no size. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it looks about right. Alright. That looks like the one I did last time. Let's just change the skin color a little bit. Like that. And we're good. Alright, looks kind of like the one I did last time, only the cheeks are off. There we are. Okay. Okay. That's better. Alright, there's other things I gotta look at here. Now, this place has some heavy duty materials, but the funny part about it is they look good now, and then later on they don't look that well. So you can buy these recipes, crow venom, elixir of purity, which I'm gonna buy. There's another spot here that you can just pick up shit. Box of Screaming, discard it, that's it. Song of Sorrows, Appreciation, see all this shit? Just take it all. Then I equip it. I don't put helmets on this beautiful vase. And most of the equipment you can't use till later on anyway. Okay, ready? Don't manhandle the archie. Alright, we're done. Let's go back home. First we have to go to Lowtown. Then we can go home. And by back home, I mean home for the first time. Wow, I think that whole face makeup thing lasted 10 minutes. Again. See? Free marches. Somebody said free marches. I was going to drive to wherever they were and beat the shit out of them. It's marches. And they're called marchers. Lady Elegant. The madam with the huge tits. Okay, let's see what Vincenzo's got in his special stock. Nothing. Oh, very nice. Hello, Lady Elegant, my dear.
If it isn't Hawk.
Actually, it seems the women of Kirkwall are all very ample.
If you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met.
After all, I have always said, if you're going to render women's bodies, make them D-cups.
Could be better. Could be worse.
I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenlil. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free.
Yeah, her elf fruit potion, or elf fruit potion in general, is just awesome. Once you get the elf fruit, it's greatness. So all you need is one elf fruit and you're set. And we got one side quest. See how easy that was? Okay, there's other stuff here. And over Vincenzo. This is what I was talking about in Dragon Age Origins during that playthrough. You have these missions where you constantly wipe out street gangs, and then you get, there's another backpack that I need, and I'm going to buy it. You constantly wipe out street gangs, and what they lead to is one final place. You do it, the first time you do it like 4 instances, then it's like 5 or some shit, 6. There are more and more every time, and you just have to go there at night. When most people wear their sunglasses. I'll buy one. Okay. Don't forget, all these potions are waiting there for you to buy them. No, nothing special. What are you all standing around for? I try my best not to use my resources because I don't want to use them up. We were just here, weren't we? It's the apparel shop. Now we're gonna go down this. Did I see yours? Trinkets, trinkets and whatnot. Oh, that's right. I did see yours. Okay, never mind. Let's go to the Hanged Man first, since it's right here in front of us, and I get to talk to Varric. Get another side quest. I want to get all the side quests out now so I know where I'm going. Hanged Man. Hanged Man. Hanged Man's got some pretty interesting spots you can look at too. Shit lying around. People to talk to. You can hang with the bartender if you wish.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right.
I wonder if Hawk makes an appearance, or something like Hawk makes an appearance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? How good looking I am.
We need an entrance.
A little bit more like it.
Destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a gray warden.
Never thought it'd be hard to make an Italian-looking face.
Down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Your brother's name was Carver Hawk.
nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly this grave...
Imagine having that name, Carver Hawk.
Ferelden refugees not long
Are you Carver Hawk?
A Lowtown woman named
You actually do that carving hawk?
Fereldens. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
See, look at that. Look at that friendship I'm already building with him. Grey Wardens, you know what that means, right? We gotta meet a Grey Warden. I wonder who that Grey Warden would be. A Grey Warden that likes to escape his duties? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Oh, by the way, to this day, I still don't know what this junk shit is. All I do is sell it, and I don't get much for it. Like torn trousers. I have no idea what that's for. And who would go to a bar to throw out their torn trousers, by the way? Or not even throw them out, just leave them somewhere. Now, to my new home. As I've said, there are some articles there that are very, very interesting. Nora! Okay, let's go here. I'm staying in Lowtown. I want to read a note. Or the many notes that they left. I mean, if I were like, if Bethany were real and Hawk were real, I'd just be like, yo, dude, which bedroom's hers again? I'm just asking. I don't, yeah, just asking. As I keep my binoculars in my pocket. I never actually tried that. You know, I'm sure you're all surprised by that. I never actually tried to watch women get... No, I'm lying. I did. I'm not lying. I'm mistaken. I did think about it. I did have these little binoculars, and I tried, but nothing. I didn't. I only saw shades. I don't even know if I was looking in the bedroom or the living room. I had no idea. But again, it was more like out of curiosity than anything else, just to see if it worked. Which is amazing, because you would have thought me, I'd be the first one to actually try that one when I was like 8, 9 years old. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. See, momentum, this shit. Alright. Blood Dragon armor that I cannot equip. Well, let me do that again. Strength, there we go. Can't do any specializations yet. Let me see. Do I want to be able to... Yeah, I guess I can do that. Now, I'm not going near any of those things. Not yet, anyway. What's wrong with dog?
He wasn't like this in Lothering.
Don't worry, I'm not going to waste another 10 minutes trying to name my dog.
Come on, let's play Fetch the Invisible Ball.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
The dog is different. You don't have to actually put the dog in your party. You can call upon him whenever you need. Which is a good addition. Becomes a 5th party member.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
I'm going to name him Jackson. Just because right now I'm thinking of that line from The Hobbit. Little bit of dwarvish iron right in his Jackson.
My children have been in servitude. Servitude for a year.
I think this will be the end of this playthrough for today, and then tomorrow we're going to get into
You mean
the actual
this is
game
real?
itself.
No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off
Yeah,
with was a
that's exactly what I'm going to do.
jester.
So, I'm sorry that I made you sit down there for 20 minutes watching me make myself,
You
but
ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read. It went
once
in
I'm
the
done
hall.
talking to everybody
One
here,
needs to look
then
at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about it?
I'm going to have to pause it, and then we'll continue tomorrow. You're probably going to get about 40 videos of this. So, 40 videos, 2 videos a day, you're talking it's going to be about another 20 days before I'm done.
When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did grandfather mention mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in short pants, lad. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
I'm holding back as best I can.
You won't be seeing
After all, she doesn't even
still locked up on
look
the
that
estate, and
real,
that's long out of my
unfortunately.
hands.
You didn't take your parents' will.
It was old
But God,
news.
imagine.
You think I've
Just
been
imagine
sitting
if she
here
were
for
real.
25 years waiting for Leander
Alright,
to
I'll stop
slip
talking
back.
about it.
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get
Your mom
your
ain't no
stone
slouch either, if I may say.
That's where we're going
Imagine if she were real too. Actually, imagine if Bethany and her were real. That would be really something.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he
I mean,
talked
look at
about
that. That's
Grandfather's
like
will?
perfect.
If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Gamlen can't say good morning without lying twice.
Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlen told her how angry her parents were about Father. She told me
I actually do have a younger sister. She's 14 years younger. She's my half sister.
it's like coming here ruined every good memory of her childhood.
She's a DeStefano too.
Get some
God
of it
bless her.
back.
Unless we somehow turn Gamlen into an upstanding citizen, what's done is done.
Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some.
But other than that, I got two older
Yes.
sisters. Anna and Elsa. I mean, Dina and Elisa.
Our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Gamlen couldn't have just sold himself and saved us all the trouble.
Can you just imagine him sweeping and scrubbing for some Tevinter matriarch? Seriously though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this.
And here's another side mission. And this is the last side mission you're going to get before I turn this
Mother
off.
gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Okay, so that's it for today. We got all our side quests, or most of them, ready to go. So tomorrow I will be back with more Dragon Age 2. See you then.